Welcome back, everyone. My name is Ember, and today we are continuing our One Piece journey with Volume 49. We're nearing the end of Thriller Bark. This one covers chapters 471 to 481. So let's see, where does this one start? God, what's happening? There's so much stuff happening in each individual chapter now. Oh yeah, this is where Absalom fights the one hog lady zombie, and it goes all the way up until Luffy's final fight with Gecko Moria. Not a whole lot with this one. Again, it's another big fighty volume, but there were some really standout elements. In particular, the idea of like shadow power in general. So the big twist in this one, like in terms of the power structure and stuff, the power system, is that you can actually just shove a shadow into anybody. In fact, you can shove hundreds, even 1,000 shadows into anyone. And so that's how Luffy gets the big power up that he needs to defeat Oars and Gecko and take on Gecko Moria. Which was really fucking cool. Just I love how Oda takes these concepts. Like, he takes these ideas that are already complicated, and then he just bends them to however he wants to fit the situation in really interesting ways. So that was pretty cool. Also loved the fight with Oars. It's just this big, massive fight. Really enjoyed the paneling as well. Again, I mentioned this in the last video, but because Oars is so big, the paneling has to be big enough to match him. And so the fights are clearer and they're more bombastic and exciting. Just some really cool stuff. Like with fucking Oars just rocketing his head towards everyone. It's just really cool stuff. And a really fucking cool idea on how to beat Oars. Like, he can't feel pain because he's a zombie. So what they end up doing is shattering his spine so that he can't move. Like, he doesn't feel pain from it, but he can't move because his spine's broken. They use actual physics elements and direction of energy to create it so that his spine would be in a locked position for when, I forget who does it, but someone smashes his skull towards his neck, down like that, and so it creates this pressure that just shatters his spine in so many places. Would not have thought of that in a million years. Really cool final fight there. I was also wondering at one point why Luffy hadn't used any of his gears up until now, but up until this fight, and then he finally does after he loses the shadows because they're only on them for a little bit of time. But then we see a little bit of Gear 3, again the giant bazooka, just a cool fucking attack. I always love seeing I always love seeing third gear in action, just because it's so rubbery and perfectly fits the way Oda draws. And thus ends Oars. But of course, that's not the end of Gecko Moria, who, by the way, was piloting him like a fucking mech suit the whole time. So this is, that was funny and cool. But then it turns out well, if Luffy can take in 100 shadows, then I guess the guy who made it can take in 1,000 shadows. But of course, the result of that is that he basically goes insane and just turns into this giant hulking beast. And this kind of goes towards one of the main themes of this arc is, surprisingly, trust. Trust in other people. Because, with Gecko Moria, he doesn't see the need to put trust in a crew that can support him. He just wants to be powerful all on his own and use other people's power for his own benefit without actually trusting them to submit to help him. Dr. Hogback, just, again, obsessed with his own powers and technique in medicine and doesn't really care to contribute to the wider world of medicine. We kind of get that a little bit with Perona, with how she basically just tells Kumasi to shut up all the time, doesn't trust anything that he has to say. Oh, that's not really a matter of trust, it's more like she finds him just uncute to listen to. So I guess this is just more of like a human connections thing more than trust specifically, but it's nice to see like thematic resolution coming forward with this arc, because unlike Gecko, Moria, and Hogback and all of them, Brook is putting his trust in the Straw Hats, and the Straw Hats put their trust in each other, and as well as Brook, and so that's why they're finally coming together to be able to defeat Gecko, Moria, and his merry band of zombies. So that's a really... It's a very general theme, especially within shonen manga, but it's executed pretty well here, so I'm enjoying it. I think the only thing else to talk about is the appearance of Bartholomew Kuma. I think that's what his name was, who turns out to be this absolutely massive man. Another one of the 7 warlords of the sea. I think we met him way back, like after Alabasta with Doflamingo was also there. Again, just this fucking huge... I didn't realize how fucking massive he was. And I already have sort of an idea of his devil fruit power. Like, he asks people where they want to go on vacation. Like, he asked Perona where she would want to go on vacation. And when she responded, Kuma made him disappear. Or made her disappear. And he tries to do the same thing with Gecko Moria, and he says, why would I answer that? I know how your power works. So, something about his power, I guess, almost like Shinzo from My Hero Academia, where, like, he can, if you respond to his taunts, his power will activate. I am very interested in seeing the specifics of how this teleportation quirk seems to work. Oh, last note in terms of, where is it? In terms of just paneling, I'm trying to remember exactly where. Yeah, this is, like, at one point, Oars gets stuck in the ground, like his horns get stuck, and then immediately they're like, you're stuck, huh? And I fucking laughed out loud at that panel. It's just so fucking funny. And then after they hammer on him for a while, and then, like, he's like, stop that! And then we get this fucking hilarious... Not a lot of comedy from Zoro in this manga, generally, but it's occasionally we get these, like, well, let's book it out of here moments. So that was fun. And I think that's all I have to say on this volume. I believe Thriller Bark concludes with the next one. So we'll get to that tomorrow, hopefully. In any case, be sure to like and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more, and leave a comment down below about what you thought. In any case, my name is Ember, and I'll see you next time.